A colossal partnership, the United States and China in trade. The United States and China have a deeply intertwined trade relationship. They are the world's two largest economies. Their trade impacts the global market. Understanding this relationship is crucial for understanding the global economy. For decades, this relationship was mainly cooperative. China provided affordable goods to American consumers. The United States exported high-tech products and services to China. This dynamic fueled economic growth in both countries. However, in recent years, tensions have emerged. These tensions stem from trade imbalances, intellectual property concerns, and strategic competition. Measuring the exchange trade volumes and balances. In 2020, total bilateral trade between the United States and China was over $650 billion, a staggering amount that underscores the deep economic ties between the two nations. This figure highlights the sheer scale of their economic exchange, reflecting the extensive flow of goods and services across the Pacific. However, this massive trade relationship is not balanced, leading to significant economic implications for both countries. The United States has a significant trade deficit with China, which has been a point of contention in economic discussions. In 2020, this deficit was over $300 billion, indicating a substantial gap between imports and exports. This means the United States imports far more from China than it exports, affecting domestic industries and employment. China, on the other hand, enjoys a surplus in its trade with the United States, benefiting its manufacturing sector. This surplus is a major contributor to China's economic growth, fueling its rapid development and global economic influence. It allows China to accumulate foreign reserves and invest in its own development, enhancing its infrastructure and financial stability. American exports fueling China's growth. The United States exports a variety of goods to China. Key exports include soybeans, semiconductors, and aircraft. These exports support American jobs and businesses. In 2020, the United States exported over $120 billion worth of goods to China. Soybeans alone accounted for over $14 billion. These exports are crucial for certain sectors of the American economy. However, they represent a relatively small portion of overall United States exports. Section 4. China's exports flooding the American market. China, in turn, exports a wide range of products to the U.S. These include electronics, machinery, and consumer goods. These products are often cheaper than their American counterparts. In 2020, Chinese exports to the U.S. totaled over $430 billion. This flood of goods has contributed to the U.S. trade deficit. While these imports provide American consumers with affordable options, they also raise concerns. These concerns include job displacement in U.S. manufacturing and dependence on Chinese supply chains. Section 5. Trade friction, tariffs, and disputes. In recent years, trade tensions between the U.S. and China have escalated significantly, affecting various sectors of the global economy. This escalation is primarily due to concerns over unfair trade practices, intellectual property theft, and market access restrictions. The U.S. has imposed tariffs on billions of dollars worth of Chinese goods, targeting key industries such as technology and manufacturing. These tariffs are intended to protect American industries and jobs, aiming to level the playing field for domestic businesses. In response, China has retaliated with tariffs of its own on American goods, impacting agricultural products and automobiles. This tit-for-tat exchange has created significant uncertainty in the global market, affecting investor confidence and trade flows. These trade disputes have had a negative impact on both economies, leading to job losses and reduced economic activity. They have disrupted supply chains, increased costs for businesses and consumers, and slowed economic growth, making recovery more challenging. Section 6. The road ahead, cooperation or conflict. The future of the U.S.-China trade relationship remains uncertain with many variables at play. The outcome of this relationship will have significant global implications, affecting economies worldwide. Some experts believe that dialogue and cooperation are essential to resolving trade tensions and fostering mutual growth. They argue that a trade war benefits no one and only leads to economic downturns. Others believe that a more confrontational approach is necessary to protect American interests and jobs. They advocate for decoupling the U.S. economy from China's, aiming for greater self-reliance. Regardless of the approach, it is clear that the U.S. and China must find a way to coexist economically, balancing competition and collaboration. The stakes are too high for anything less as the global economy hangs in